Appreciate it, bro. What's going on, guys? How we doing?
Pretty good. How are you?
Good. Clap it up, clap it up, clap it up. First off, I want to say thanks, Coach Gray. Great man, great leader, for entrusting me with this opportunity to be with you guys. I am very blessed and I'm very humbled to be able to speak to student athletes across the nation. And when I'm able to do that, one common theme and one common thing that they all struggle with, not all, but a lot of them struggle with, is finding their confidence and maintaining their confidence. Because you guys all play basketball, you've all made a shot, you've all missed a shot. But sometimes during the game, you might hit 2-3 shots in a row, you're feeling hot like Kobe. But then all of a sudden, you might miss 2 shots and feel like Shaq at the free throw line. And you're like, dang, I don't want to shoot anymore because I'm going to miss. You just lost your confidence right there. But guess what? You just made 3 straight. So what we're going to talk about today is how to maintain that confidence by using 3 simple but very important principles that you can instill in your life. All right? Because each and every single day that I've woken up over the last few years, I've tried instilling this and working on and developing it in my life. Right? Being committed, sacrificing, staying resilient. Because when you do those 3 things, you're not only going to find success in the sport, but you're going to find success in all aspects of your life, regardless of where you may end up. And that's the most important thing, because at the end of the day, the basketball is going to stop bouncing, but your life is not going to stop being lived. And so it's up to you on what you want out of your life and how you want your life to be, right? So the first principle we're talking about today is resiliency. Who knows what resiliency means? So, what do you think?
It's just like, no matter how hard it gets, you can keep
No matter how hard it is, you got to keep trying. Yep, I love that. When I think of resiliency, I love the Rocky series. Who's watched Rocky? Everyone? Do I see all hands raised? You haven't? What are you doing tonight? I'm gonna send you the link, all right? So in Rocky, I love Rocky because it's such an underdog series. And one, he doesn't ever give up regardless of what is ever said about him or how hard that he has to work. He's willing to stay resilient through the adverse times. And one scene that really sticks out to me is in Rocky 5, right? He's about to go fight over in Russia, Drago, the dude who previously killed Apollo Creed in a match. And so after the press conference, Rocky comes home, and his wife is up at the top of the stairs. And so they get into talking, and she goes, "Don't you see what they're saying in the papers? Don't you see what they're saying in the news? It's suicide. You can't win." And Rocky, who's not really looking at her, snaps his head up. And he goes, "Adrian, you always tell the truth. Maybe I can't win. Maybe all I can do is stand there and take everything that he's got. But in order to defeat me, he's going to have to kill me. In order to kill me, he's going to have to be willing to stand in that ring across from me and be willing to die himself." And I'm going to tell you this right now. You are going to face some doubters in life. You are going to face some people who say, "You can't do that. You can't become this." You are going to have to face some challenges. But the mere fact is, if you do not give up, you can overcome that and do exactly what they said you couldn't do. Rocky went on, started training in Russia, trained the hardest he's ever trained in his life. Got that day in the ring with Drago. Round for round, punch for punch. 9 rounds, 10 rounds, 11 rounds, 12 rounds. Crowd starts cheering his name. And then boom, boom, boom. Knocked him out. Adrian, you said I can't win? It's suicide? I'm the last man standing. I'm the last man standing. I don't care what you say. I don't care who says it. Whether it's my wife, whether it's the people in the newspapers, or it's the people in the news, I don't care what you say. And that's the mindset that you got to carry in life. Because the thing is, like I said, people will try to limit what you can do, but you are the one that dictates it, and you control your outcome each and every single day of your life. It's not up to them, it's up to you. But are you willing to actually face adversity with the mindset of strength, with the mindset of I'm not going to give up, with the mindset of this is happening for me and not to me? Because I'll tell you guys, once I started really understanding that everything in life happens for me and not to me, that's when I started seeing different results happen. That's when I started seeing more opportunities happen in my life. That's when I started seeing me become the best version of me. Because at times we want to be so negative, and at times we want to give up, and at times we say, "Man, I hate this. Why does everything keep on happening to me? Why do I suck?" But the thing is, adversity is meant to build you into the person you're supposed to become. It's meant to help you. And when you stay resilient through the times of where you don't think you can go any longer, it's the most beautiful thing. Because one thing in the quote, in the Rocky series, he always says this: when you think that you can't go any longer, but going that extra round, that's what makes the biggest difference. That's what makes the biggest difference. Not giving up, being resilient, staying strong. I'm going to stick on Rocky because I love movies. And I believe that if you watch movies with the right perspective and the right mindset, you can take so much away from it. And I'm going to tell you this scene with his son, which I think you guys already know. You have social media, so this is everywhere. And his son, it's like Bronny to LeBron comparison. They expect his son to be just like Rocky. Oh, you have all this money. Rocky's your dad. Why aren't you like this? Why are you so soft? Bro, think about this. His son blames his dad for a lot of things in his life. He doesn't want to take accountability for his own actions, his own decisions, and his career. And so he goes to the restaurant, Rocky's restaurant, and call him outside, they have a talk. And this is right after Rocky's about to do one last fight. And his son goes, "You're embarrassing me. Why are you doing this? Don't do it." And Rocky says to him, "You've changed. But why have you changed? You're not the person who I thought you were." I want you guys to catch this line, all right? The world's not always rainbows and sunshine. It's a very mean and nasty place, and it will beat you to your knees and keep you there permanently if you let it. Me, you, or nobody is going to hit as hard as life. But it's not about how hard you can hit, but how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward. How much you can take and keep moving forward. That's how winning's done. Now, if you know what you're worth, then go out and get what you're worth. But you must be willing to take the hits and not pointing fingers saying you aren't where you want to be because of him, her, or anybody. That's what cowards do, and that ain't you. You're better than that. Catch this, because this is the most important thing you can do in your life. He says to him, "But until you start believing in yourself, you aren't going to have a life." Believe in you. That's where your confidence comes from. It's you. But you can't have confidence without resiliency. Because a confident person doesn't waver. A confident person doesn't give up. A confident person doesn't care what other people say. A confident person understands that this is their life. You can say all what you want about me. You can do what you want to me. But I control my destiny. I dictate it. You can try putting me down, but it's not going to work. That's confidence. That's resiliency. You want to think about resiliency, you got to think about sacrifice. Principle number 2. Sacrifice. Being willing to sacrifice the things that are going to be detrimental for your future for the things that are going to be beneficial for your future. Let me ask you this right now. What's one goal you want to have for this basketball season?
Break the record for most recent season for Westwood.
Most recent season for Westwood? Clap it up for him. That's tough. That's tough. How about you? What's one goal?
Probably highest free throw percentage.
Highest free. Those are two very important things in the game of basketball right now in this era. Free throws and threes. Anyone want to have the most dunks?
Yeah.
Yeah? Didn't you dunk like last game or something?
My first game.
First game? Yeah. Yeah, I wasn't there, but I just heard about it. JV, raise your hand, one goal. Huh? Get a chip? There you go. Clap it up. Now, the people who said their goals, and the people who didn't say their goals but are thinking in their head, how can you achieve that? Practice. Confident. What's that?
You said
Being a team. Sacrifice. Understanding that this is a team, whether you're JV or whether you're varsity, and that the things that you sacrifice, the individual stats, the individualistic actions and behaviors that you may have, are going to help the team achieve what they are focused on achieving for the year. Because one thing that I love to do, I'm an Ishpeming grad, unfortunately, but the one thing I love to do is watch you guys battle it out against Ishpeming. As you know, I was here last year before your game. I made it a focal point to be here this week before your game against them. And I know for one thing is sometimes it's hard to really sacrifice the individualistic stats and the goals that you have for yourself and not put the team first. The reason why sacrifice is so powerful is because once you do sacrifice yourself, putting your body out there on the floor, finding a body instead of trying to go up for a rebound and get a triple-double, double-double, whatever it is, you're going to see the team gel. You're going to see the team flow. You're going to see the team start winning more. You're going to see your guys' record be better, score more points, effort be better, energy be better. But that's only if you sacrifice your selfish desires. Another thing you want to think about with sacrifice is this. Video games, relationships with girls, bad food, because diet's a big thing and nutrition's a big thing. Sacrificing the things that are not going to help you get to where you need to be or where you want to be. Because one thing is this. When you do focus on where you want to go, there's going to come a lot of things in your way to try to keep you not from getting to where you want to be. But if you don't have that strong mindset to understand that, hey, I'm going to sacrifice this because if I don't, I'm not getting to where I want to be. If I don't dive for the loose ball in a tight game, odds are we might not win. Odds are we're not defeating Ishpeming because those boys hustle over there. I think you know that by now. They're gonna be getting down and dirty. They're going to do the things that they got to do to win. That's a good, respectable program over there. When I think about sacrifice, I think of this story of the Redeem team, right? Kobe, Wade, Bosh, all them boys. And the thing about the Redeem team is like USA basketball, probably some of the best players in the world, right? I mean, I'm a track runner, so when that Olympian said that NBA players aren't world champions, I related with them. But they're the best athletes, some of the best athletes in the world. The thing about the Redeem team is they weren't winning the Olympic gold. They were struggling. So what did Coach K decide to do? Bring in the Mamba, the one who knew how to win, the one who only wanted to win, keeping the main thing the main thing. So Coach K brings him in. Kobe's hungry, man. Like, I love Kobe, rest in peace. And I'm so grateful for all the things and the lessons he instilled in other people's lives and instilled in his own life to help what he wanted to accomplish and do. And so there's this one clip of where everyone's coming back from the club. And when I talk about sacrifice, I talk about having a temporary fun, right? Going out to clubs, sure, it might be a good time for the moment. It's a moment of time. How many memories are you going to really have from that, right? So you got Wade coming back, Bosh coming back, Boozer coming back, LeBron coming back, 6:30 in the morning. And Kobe's down in the lobby, this gym stuff, and they're like, what are you doing? He's like, I'm about to go in a workout. Best player in the world. Sacrificing the things that are going to be detrimental to what the team's goal is into the future, and sacrificing that time that they all had out that he's about to go put in. Sacrifice. And from that sacrifice, not only did it open eyes, but others' actions started to be changed too. LeBron started hitting the morning workouts. Bosh started hitting the morning workouts. Wade, Melo, he wasn't waking up that early, but he still respected it. And eventually he started going a little bit later. And what happened? Does anyone know what happened? They won. Why? They worked for it. Because they sacrificed for it. All it takes is one person. If you think you're that one, then do it. Lead by example. That's what you can do. If you don't see one of your teammates doing something, if you don't see one of your teammates sacrificing and being selfish, call them out on it. Hold each other accountable. Right? Hold each other accountable. Because that means that you're willing to sacrifice for the team. That means that you're willing to put the team first and foremost. Because one thing I love about sports also is it's a great tool, it's a great instrument to help us get to where we want to be, because it teaches us great life lessons. In the times of where we might feel uncomfortable, in the times of where we might have to sacrifice things, the time where we have to be resilient, that goes on to further our life because we've already instilled that and we've already practiced and cultivated that kind of work ethic, that kind of mindset, that kind of lifestyle. So those tough conversations you got to have with your teammates, guess what? That's just the start. Get used to it, because life's not going to end with tough conversations. You're going to continue having to have them. You're going to continue having to have to sacrifice, right? So I love it, because without me personally sacrificing, I wouldn't be here right now. Right? I have to sacrifice my time to be here. I have to sacrifice what I may have wanted to do with my own life, because I would say one thing is I never wanted to be a speaker. Never wanted to be. I wanted to work with sports marketing, work for a professional baseball team with their social media. And that didn't happen because, one, I wasn't willing to sacrifice things that were detrimental, right? I had the sports marketing job. I got fired because I was busy smoking weed all the time, being high, not doing the work that I was supposed to be doing. I wasn't willing to sacrifice any of that stuff. I wasn't willing to put in the time. I wasn't willing to be committed to it. So now, me being able to use my God-given gift, I don't mind making the sacrifices because then I can impact you guys. I can provide value to your lives. I can help you get to where you want to be in life, the goals you have for yourself, the dreams you want to accomplish. That's the most important part about my job, about Coach Gray's job. We are here to help you, whether it is sacrificing time, sacrificing our energy, sacrificing the resources we have. We are here to help you. And that's the biggest thing that we can do, but you can also take something away from that too, because then you can go on to help someone else's life. And when you have to sacrifice your time, it's for the better, because you become the best person, best version of you that you're meant to be. But that's only if you stay committed to yourself, that you can be the best version of you. Principle 3, commitment. Are you committed to yourself? Are you committed to being who you authentically were made to be? With a show of hands, who in here is truly committed right now to basketball? Why?
I love the sport.
Love the sport. How about you?
Love the sport.
Love the sport. Who else had their hand raised? You. You want to win?
I was gonna say.
Keeping the main thing. Win. Who's not committed? It's okay if you don't if you raise your hand. He had on the board vulnerability, right? Putting yourself out there. Commitment, it's a small word, but a big task. Because when you talk about commitment, being true to what you said you were going to do, long after the mood you said it in has left, staying true to that, doing what you said you were going to do, making sure that you don't let anything come in your way. And if it does, using it for your good. Resiliency with the mindset, sacrificing with that mindset, being committed. When I think about commitment, I'm going to throw another movie at you guys, Facing the Giants. Who's watched it? All right, bet this is going to be a fun one. Facing the Giants, right? This is a football movie. And this scene in particular is probably one of the most powerful scenes I've ever seen in my life. And the scene goes, they're all chilling before practice, and the player asks the coach, "Hey coach, how strong is Westview this year?" And another person pipes up. Oddly enough, it's the captain. And he says, "Not as strong as us," or "a lot stronger than we are," my bad. And the coach goes, "Brock, you're already writing us off?" Yeah. And Brock's like, "If I knew we were better, then I wouldn't be." Had me irked. And so the coach says, "All right, Brock, come over here. I want you to do the death crawl." And Brock's like, "All right, how long?" "I can go 30 yards. And coach says, "I want you to do 50. Yeah, now it's clicking. Yeah. Now it's clicking. Yeah. And he says, "But I want you to do a gem in your back." And then he adds in this, "I'm blindfolding you." He goes, "Why?" "Because I don't want you giving up when you have more left in you." So Brock gets down, Jeremy on his back, starts off crawling, good, going strong, like we all do when we're first committed, right? Start of the basketball season, we're all committed, we're all going strong. Then Brock takes a break. Coach goes, "Don't quit on me, Brock. Keep going, Brock." He's like, "I'm just taking a breather." He's like, "You got to keep on going, Brock. Keep on going, Brock." Brock's going strong, right? He's He's like, give me your very best, Brock. Give me your very best. You told me you give me your very best, Brock. Don't quit on me. Do not quit on me. Don't quit on me, Brock. 20 yards, 30 yards, 40 yards. And these last 40 yards are what makes the biggest difference. Because Brock starts getting tired, right? We all start getting tired when we want to achieve something, when we have to face the adverse times, we have to face the challenges, right? We all do get tired. We want to quit, right? And so here's what Brock says. He's going strong, right? And he says, he's heavy. I'm about out of strength. Catch this. Coach goes, that's when you negotiate with your mind and body to find more. Brock's going. Keep going, Brock. Do not quit on me, Brock. You said you give me your very best. I know it hurts, Brock. Keep going. Keep going. Brock goes, he's heavy. It hurts. It burns. Let it burn. Let the pain burn. Let the adverse times burn. Let the challenges burn. Because they're being used for your good. But you got to keep on going. You got to stay strong. Don't quit on me. Give me your very best. Everything that you've got. Give me your very best. Everything that you got. Come on, Brock. Let's go, Brock. Let's go, Brock. Give me your very best. 10 more steps, Brock. 10 more steps, Brock. Brock finishes in the end zone. He thinks it's the 50. Coach kneels down to him, says, look up, Brock. You're in the end zone. He goes, you're the most influential person on this team. If you walk around defeated, so will everyone else. You've been given a gift by God. Don't abuse it. Use it. When we talk about commitment, we talk about that right there. God's placed each and every single one of you here for a reason. But the thing that you need to do for yourself, for your future, and for the world around you, regardless of what they may say, is be committed. Because commitment is the most powerful thing that you can do for your self-belief, your self-confidence. Something that not many know about me is right now, I'm training for the 2028 Olympics for track. And it sucks at times, right? It sucks. But the fact is, I understand that without this mindset of mine, without this mentality of mine, and being strong, I wouldn't allow myself to get there or even try. But I've been able to cultivate a mindset of strength. I've been able to cultivate a mindset of resiliency. I've been able to and willing to sacrifice the things that are detrimental. And I've stayed committed to myself, to my goals, to my future. And when I have to hit those training sessions, as many of you athletes know, when you're tired, where do your hands go? To your knees, right? Your head goes down, right? Well, guess what? I'm not a person of tats. I got too much business I got to be able to focus on. If someone sees me with tats, they might think the wrong thing. I don't want that. But what I do is I have these bracelets around my ankles. One's for track. One says commitment, resiliency, sacrifice. And the other one says hard work is undefeated. That's my reminder to myself, to when I get tired, to when those hands go to those knees and the head drops. Because I see that around my ankles. It reminds myself, stay committed, stay resilient, sacrifice. That commitment I have to myself is the most important thing I can do for my life. That commitment I have for myself is the most important thing for me to accomplish my goals. That commitment I have to myself is the most important thing that I can do to be in LA in 2028. But it's not just about me. It's about the people around me who I can inspire, who I can encourage, and who I can give hope to. Because I'll tell you what, having world-class speed is not the easiest thing to do. I'm no Usain Bolt, but I am Kaz Langness. And eventually they're going to have to see me. Why do I say it that way? Because I know. I have that unshakable confidence. Because I've been able to cultivate 3 principles in my life that's going to help me find success wherever I go. Will I get there? Who knows? Only God knows. But one thing I do know is hard work is undefeated. Another thing I do know is I'm not backing down for nothing. The last thing I know is I control my destiny. I'm committed. What are you committed to? Who are you committed to? And why are you committed to it? That's what I want to ask you guys. Why are you committed to it? Because when it gets hard, your why will drive you. Your why will keep you going. Your why, that will allow your resiliency, your sacrifice, your commitment to shine.